How's it going, everybody? Sawblade Launcher here. So, this is a bit of a strange video because, well, I'm strangely enough talking about someone that I haven't talked about in probably over a year at this point. For any of you guys who have been on my channel for a good amount of time, you probably remember a guy that goes by the name of Saith. You know, the guy who, well, was the one that started the first, schism. Now, here's the thing. Well, yes, his reputation does in fact precede him. He unfortunately is now under fire and is now being accused of things that are just straight up not even true. And the thing is that despite the fact that Saith himself already has a reputation of, well, being a bit untrustworthy, someone who has, well, tried and failed to dox people in the past, even me to a little bit of an extent, and as someone who has this kind of reputation already, the kind of person that is currently making these weird fake allegations against him is doing very, very fucking poorly against a guy with a reputation like this. So today we're talking about mainly Antitroll, an individual who apparently runs an organization called the AUTTP. I basically know very little about the AUTTP or even the UTTP in general. All I know is that both sides are kind of just two sides of the same exact coin. They're both just kind of equally bad in this fucking case. We're mainly talking about the leader of this AUTTP group that goes by the name of Antitroll, who apparently has a massive history of just being a weird fucking guy in general, and as of recently, it hasn't really helped those allegations, because not only did he try to join my Discord server, to no avail, not only did he try to DM me and also try to rope in a couple of my moderators in for whatever fucking reason, but his videos that are trying to debunk the things said by Saith are just unbelievably fucking just bafflingly terrible. I just cannot even believe that a video like this even exists. Like, for example, when Saith actually decides to bring up the fact that Antitroll decided to bring Saith into, like, some sort of a group chat, Saith pointed out that they were egging somebody on to try and hurt themselves. The main defense that the Antitroll guy had was that apparently this was just, like, allegedly a predator that was apparently doing this, that they decided to just throw into a group chat for no fucking reason other than just to encourage them to, like, hurt themselves rather than actually get them to, like, admit to anything or gather any further information. I fucking hate predators, obviously, but I wouldn't go to the extent of literally egging them on to fucking, like, hurt themselves or anything along those lines. And the thing is that he didn't really even have an excuse as to why this predator was even in there. He didn't say that it was, like, trying to gather intel and this was just the aftershock of any of that. He didn't say anything. He just stated, oh yeah, this was just a pedophile that was apparently within this fucking group chat, and that was basically about it. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. On top of that, too, in his conversations with Saith, Antitroll decided to basically nuke his side of, like, the first, you know, part of, like, their conversation for whatever fucking reason, in which his defense of that one is, well, it's just really dumb, because his excuse is, I decided to delete everything after Saith took a screenshot of what happened and showed it back to me. Which is just, what? What? And apparently his main screenshot of him attempting to, I guess, debunk this is something that is edited to fucking hell and back, I should mention. Like, it's ridiculous, to put it very simply. Like, just edited to hell and back, which is just unbelievably funny. But within Saith's end of the conversation, at least what was saved in a Discord mobile screenshot here, Saith basically confronts him asking why he even has CP on his drives, to which he first just states, why should I care? And then at some point later on, apparently his main excuse is, I have it for legal reasons, which is just, I feel like I don't even have to explain why that's dumb as hell. And ultimately, this just led to apparently this massive back and forth between the two, in which apparently this Antitroll guy also apparently claimed that some other guy by the name of Parlo was already on his side, which, well, Saith actually decided to get into contact with Parlo himself, mind you, and Parlo basically pointed out, that's not anything that I even said. What is this screenshot? Are you okay? Like, the guy himself even basically stated, these screenshots are fake as hell. Like, I just don't even know what else to say here, man. And the thing is that I probably wouldn't have even made this video if, like, both sides had, like, dubious evidence at best. But the thing is that, like, even if Saith had, like, somewhat sketchy evidence, the Antitroll guy doesn't really help his case whatsoever, because he doesn't provide many actual screenshots to try and prove his point. His excuses are fucking terrible, and to just top everything else off, his debunking video apparently, or at least the, quote, uncensored version, I should mention, is now apparently trying to claim that Seith is a pedophile. Now, I feel like I should probably just kind of mention this, because the main screenshots that are being used is apparently conversations between Seith and his ex-girlfriend that goes by the name of Blue Craze back in 2021. Now, I want you guys to remember, we had the schism with Seith back in 2023-ish, right? Now, of course, if we were to assume that Seith was around, like, maybe 17 or 18 during this first schism, according to these screenshots, these conversations happened back in 2021, which would make Seith around, like, 15 to 16 years old, and apparently Blue Craze, at least according to Seith, is about, like, a couple months older than he is. So I really just, it just kind of seems absolutely baffling, and that's not even getting into the fact that the screenshots themselves are already cropped, so of course, even discounting the fact that if you just simply did the fucking math of what is going on here, the fact that the screenshots are cropped to not even show any kinds of responses or anything along those lines is already just sketch enough to begin with. But of course, even if we are to believe that Seith was even just like a year or so younger, even during the last schism, once again, I feel like it should probably just be mentioned that Seith is definitely not a fucking pedophile. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense. Like, even if, like, both sides had dubious fucking evidence, I feel like the fact that one side is now resorting to making false pedo allegations against the other side, just kind of seemingly out of the fucking blue, on a currently unlisted video that you have to go through, like, 2 different links in order to fucking get to, mind you. It just seems really fucking... It just seems extremely sketchy. And to the Antitroll guy, if he ends up coming across this video, which I know that he does, after all, he's now aware of my existence, what do you think this is even going to fucking prove? Like, none of this even makes any goddamn sense. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I honestly don't know what else to say here, but that's gonna be where I round off today's video. It's a relatively short one. I just wanted to bring some awareness to this because, again, despite the fact that Seith and I may have had our differences in the past, I feel like I should probably at least call out false allegations where they are, because they just seem baffling as all hell. So, yeah, even if Seith and I were in fact still mortal enemies to this day, I would still at least go to bat for the guy and bring up the fact that he may be a lot of things, but he's not a fucking pedophile. Like, that's just one thing that he fucking isn't, and accusing him of being so is just stupid as hell. But yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server down below if you feel like doing so, and I also have channel memberships now if you feel like sending me $5 in order to get like 3 emotes or something, and maybe early access to videos or something like that, who knows. But yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.